Hey, today I'm checking out the WireGear gunsmithing toolkit with a punch and hammer set. Just kind of overview of everything that's in there. Let's see what we got. Comes with 3 boxes in here. First we'll check out is the bench block. This is a pretty cool bench block. Comes with the silicone little pad here. You can set that in there and it'll keep it from slipping around on whatever work surface you have. Without that, it slips around quite a bit. This is a super versatile bench block with a bunch of different holes and different moldings in there for all sorts of different features. There's quite a bit to do with the 1911, so you can see a 1911 disassembly punch hole there. And it's got a great spot to put any sort of slide. And this is handy if you're going to be mounting red dots or moving around the front or rear sight. Any sort of work you might need to do on your slide is great to do with the bench block. And there's all these holes, so if you need to punch a pin through, it's easy to punch right through that hole. You can see it's quite versatile. That's a P365 XL slide, and here you can see the frame here, and you can set that frame on there. If you're going to put that knock out that pin to change the back strip, you just punch it right through the hole. So in the first box we've got quite a bit of stuff in here. We've got a hammer. Check that out. So it's got kind of a molded handle with a metal top and removable heads. So it comes with brass and steel and nylon and rubber heads for different use cases. So you can throw that nylon on if you need to pound something in but you don't want to leave any marks. And that's kind of the same use case for the rubber. Just depending on what materials you're using, you can swap out the heads, which is really handy to have all in that one hammer, so it makes a nice compact package. And it's well weighted too, so you can see how it's got quite a bit of weight to the head, and that's what you want, so you can really hit stuff. Then you've got a pin holder here, which helps you, a pin alignment tool, which is very handy to have. Good to have one as part of your kit. And then a non-marring punch, which is also useful when you have to kind of finish something off. So there's 2 more non-marring punches, which is very handy to have. And they're nice and durable, and so you can really give them a whack. And then you have all of these roll pin punches, and they're made out of steel. They feel very durable. They got a really nice finish to them. Those little rubber rings there help for some traction. And so they have this little bump right on the tip of them, and that you just place in the roll pin. And when you're tapping that in, it helps to keep it all in place and keep your alignment correct. So this is great to have a wide set of roll pin punches for any of the different size roll pins you might encounter in different firearms or really in all sorts of different equipment. And you can see they all have that really nice machined in head there. So that's your first set. And in the larger box, we have a bunch more punches. So you have your brass punches and your steel punches and some larger roll pin punches as well. So a variety of size roll pin punches there. So that's pretty handy to have, those really thin punches as well. You've got some staking punches too, so when you need to make it so something can't unscrew and you want to stake it in, that's what you got those for. So you got 2 sizes there, which is very handy. Then you have your long extended punches. So you got one that will hold the roll pin, it's got a hole in there, and the other one to tap the roll pin in. So you would start out when you're trying to seat, say for a bolt release latch on an AR-15, you'd put your roll pin in that hole, and then you'd be able to align the roll pin and then tap it through. And you got your brass punches, and these are regular punches, so they just have a flat top. And then you have your steel punches with flat top as well. So those range from 1/16 to 9/32. And so here I'll show you how those long punches really work. These are super handy when you're putting that bolt release and bolt catch lever in. And so you can see how it can extend right past the end of your lower, and then that way you can tap it in without causing any damage or hitting the hammer right on your lower. That's why it's kind of cut away there, so that's super handy. And so you'd put the roll pin in there to get it seated, then you'd be able to hold it at the punch holds the roll pin as you tap it in, and then once you get it started in there, then you'd use this roll punch to come in and finish it through, and that can go all the way through. So you can use this tool as well if you need to take a roll pin out. You can just pound that right through. So it's got a really nice reach to it. And you can see the finishes on all of these punches is just excellent. It's nice to have them in a good kit. So this is the WireGear gunsmithing toolkit set. You got your bench block, your hammer, and all of the punches and roll pin punches that you might need. It's a really cool set, and I'm looking forward to using it in the future. Thanks for checking it out.